Hello, second grade. It's me, Miss Farley, and I am going to show you how to do an activity called Whose Name is Worth More. Before I started the video, I took a sheet of paper and I wrote the alphabet letters A, B, C, all the way through X, Y, Z, and I gave each letter a value. For example, A is 1, B 2, C is 3, all the way up to Z being a value of 26. The next part of this is to write some names. I picked 3 names. You can pick names, maybe somebody in your family, could be somebody in your class. You could even have a competition to see which principal's name has more value. The first name I picked is Twyla. And the T, I look at the chart, is worth 20. The W is worth 23. I is worth 9, L is worth 12, and the A is worth 1. We're going to add them all together. Remember, we're going to start with the ones row, like the pennies row. We're going to add 0, 3, 9, 1, and 2. I'm noticing there's a 9 and a 1 that make 10. That makes it easier for me to add. I also see a 2 and a 3, which is 5, and then there's a 0 left. So 10 plus 5 plus the 0 is 15. And write my 5 down here and the 10 in the tens row. So I'm noticing here we have 1, 2 plus 2 plus 1 down here. So there's 3, 5, 6. So there's 6 tens. So the value for Twyla's name is 65. Another name I have picked out is Roy. The R is 18. O is a value of 15. And Y is 25. Again, we're going to add up the columns. First, the ones row. Again, I see 5 plus 5 is 10. And we have an 8 left over. 10 plus 8 is 18. Put the 1 in the tens row. 8 in the ones row. Let's add our tens. We have 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. We have 5 tens. So the total value for Roy's name is 58. I think it's quite interesting that Roy's name has 3 letters and its value is 58. Twyla's name has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters and its value is 65. So even though there are 2 letters difference, there's only 7 points of value difference. The last name that we will figure the value for is Anna. A has a value of 1. N has a value of 14. Again, N has 14, and A has a value of 1. I'm noticing 4 and 1 is 5. 4 and 1 is 5. And I can also take the 5 and 5 to make 10. Remember the 10, the 1 goes in the tens row, the 0 goes in the ones row. So let's set up our tens. There's 1, 2, 3 tens when we're adding. So our total is 30 for Anna's name. I'm also looking at Anna's name compared to Roy's. Anna's name has more letters than Roy's. However, the value is less. So by looking at the 3 that we have done, whose name had the most value? Twyla, Roy, or Anna? Whose name had the least value? Does it matter how many letters are in a name when you figure out the value with the letter point value chart that we made? I can't wait to find out whose name has most value for your list of names and who has the least. Have fun adding.